Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, the Bitcoin longs just hit all-time high. And we're not just talking about some all-time high that Bitcoin has hit, that Bitcoin originally hit a few months ago. We just broke a long high record that was set over a year ago in March of 2018. Guys, this is getting very far out of hand. Bitcoin longs are up 64% in the last 21 days. An unprecedented move. But that begs the question, guys, what drove this move? After all, with Bitcoin being as bearish as it is right now, why would we be seeing such a sudden uptick in longs? It doesn't make any sense to me. Furthermore, what happens if Bitcoin does break lower and start breaking some of these important levels of support that we're sitting above, and the longs start getting liquidated and stopped out? And speaking of which, guys, why did Bitfinex shorts just drop 30% in the last 4 days when Bitcoin is very clearly bearish? Is there something going on with Bitfinex traders that the rest of us don't understand? Is a huge dump incoming because of crashing longs and rallying shorts? And frankly, guys, with this new development, it also begs the question, are Bitfinex longs and shorts even relevant anymore? Is this even important? Are we even talking about something that matters here? We're going to be discussing all of that and more in today's video as we deep dive into the subject of the Bitfinex longs, why they're so high, what it means for Bitcoin, and whether or not they even still matter. Guys, I think you're going to get a lot of good value out of this video, so make sure you watch to the end. And if you guys do enjoy today's video, hit that like button down below. It really helps out the channel. I really appreciate it. I did not appreciate it last night when you got to 100 likes within the first 10 minutes of live streaming and you made me drink an entire pot of coffee at 7 o'clock at night. That was a fun live stream, so you might want to hit the subscribe button so you'll be updated when new live streams like that start. But before we dive on into it, guys, I do also want to mention the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. It is on sale right now. There's a $40 off coupon code down below. There's 34 videos and over 10 hours of content in this academy, backed by thousands of hours of working in these markets and researching these markets and commentating on these markets every single day. There are over 1,000 students in C2A, and there's a 14-day money-back refund guarantee if you're not satisfied with the product. People very rarely use that, even though it's no questions asked. This course covers everything from the basic stuff if you're newer to the cryptocurrency space, so we can get you caught up to speed, you noob, and it also covers the much more advanced concepts, ones that I don't see anyone talking about anywhere else on YouTube. Gut feeling is a big example of that. The convergence of support and resistance, the convergence of short and long-term trends, also something I don't see people talking about anywhere else on YouTube. So guys, the link to C2A is down below. And for the month of December, every single penny that goes into C2A and into the first cohort is going right back into this channel. I'm about to put a bunch of money into upgrading our camera and our microphone and the studio. There is several $1,000s worth of money about to be invested in this studio, and it's coming from you guys joining the first cohort and joining C2A. So if you want to get a great value while also helping to support, grow this channel, and increase our production value, guys, those links are down below. I really appreciate you guys joining so much over the last couple of days. But without much further ado, guys, let's go ahead and dive on into it. Guys, I think it's pretty obvious where we're going to be starting this video. It's going to be starting on the longs chart, because last night, like I said, you guys made me drink an entire pot of coffee, and I couldn't go to sleep, so I took some melatonin, and then I couldn't wake up. That was a very, very strange night. Anyway, last night while we were live streaming, Bitcoin decided it was going to see over 40,000 longs. We were sitting around 40,200 longs last night when I finally signed off from the live stream. And as you can see, overnight, they've rallied even farther, guys. We were sitting right around here in this region when we logged off, and there are even more now than there were when we got off last night. Bitcoin has seen nearly a 65% increase in longs on the Bitfinex longs chart in the last 19 days. That is an unprecedented move. We've never seen a move that large on the Bitcoin longs chart that quickly. It's never happened in history. Okay, look, I know, it's happened before. Okay, shut up. Point is, Bitcoin has rallied very far, very quickly, and we're back beyond all-time high, guys. The last all-time high for Bitcoin was sitting right over here at 40,200 or so back on the 26th of March, 2018. Over a year ago, Bitcoin set this high in motion. You know, I don't see what everybody's complaining about. Everybody wants Bitcoin to go back to all-time high. Well, there you go. We just did it. Why are you still complaining? Nevertheless, this is not actually a good all-time high for Bitcoin to go back to and beyond. Because, guys, first of all, I'm going to get to this later on in the video, but this, to me, looks very manipulated, the way this rallied. I mean, this sticks out like a sore thumb. There's not a single red candlestick in all of this. There's a lot more variance in all of these movements over here than there was in this. This looks a little strange to me. But nevertheless, like I said, we'll get into that in a second. But the point here is that Bitcoin is back beyond all-time high at one of the worst times possible for Bitcoin to have so many longs. Bitcoin is sitting above some crucial support. Let me show you what all of it is. We're looking at this long-term uptrend that's been in effect for the last 4 years. This was defined back in 2016 and 17 with all of these bottoms over there. You drag it out, and Bitcoin just so happened to follow technical analysis, because technical analysis does work, contrary to what some people say. We came down here and bounced off of it right here and rallied. And now Bitcoin is falling back to that uptrend of support once again. It's sitting between $6,500 and $7,000, depending on exactly how you draw that and whether or not you're on the long chart or not. But guys, here's the sitch. Bitcoin's sitting above some very important support, and Bitcoin very much does not need to go below that support. We're already retraced 50% from the local high and 63% from the all-time high. Bitcoin does not need to have that happen. I know there's a lot of people crying capitulation, capitulation. Bitcoin doesn't need a capitulation. Bitcoin needs to start a new uptrend. Bitcoin needs to bring back the confidence of not only the institutional investors, but also the retail investors. And to do that, we need to start putting in higher lows and higher bottoms. A capitulation is not going to do that. It's going to further weaken their trust in Bitcoin. That would be unhealthy for Bitcoin to go below $6,000. Nevertheless, Bitcoin is sitting above very important support right now. This uptrend is one of them. Someone in the live stream yesterday was spamming me, telling me to look at the 20 exponential monthly moving average, so I'll go ahead and do that. And yes, young Padawan, I am well aware of what this moving average is doing, so let me show you. As you guys can see, this is a very important moving average on Bitcoin. When we're below it, we're in accumulation phase. Normally, we go below it towards the end. Notice that towards the end of a bear market, we capitulate below it, and then we rally back up, get above it, and move into a bull market. We saw the same thing happen over here. Below it into accumulation, above it into bull market. Right now, guys, Bitcoin is testing it as support. So what this means is that either we're going to bounce off of it, which is what I certainly hope we do, or we're going to go into another shorter-term bear market and maybe accumulation phase, sitting down around $5,000 to $6,000, as we saw earlier this year when Bitcoin fell below it and managed to rally back up above it, kicking off a new bull market. That kind of thing is very possible. Nevertheless, the reason I'm bringing this up is not because of the importance of these support levels and what Bitcoin may or may not do around them. The reason I bring it up is because if Bitcoin longs continue mooning like this, they're eventually going to go down. Look at the monthly chart on this. This is ridiculous. These longs have rallied faster than longs have rallied in over a year. Okay, I get it. You don't have to point it out again. And guys, these longs, what goes up must come down. These longs are going to get closed. They're going to get liquidated. They're going to get called. They're going to get stopped. They're going to be closed. And when that starts to happen, guys, as you know, a long position requires buying Bitcoin. Closing a long position requires selling Bitcoin. What's the last thing we need right now? Oh, I don't know, more selling pressure. And that's exactly what we're going to get when these longs do eventually turn around. Now, like I said, we're going to get to the topics of manipulation and relevancy of this in a second. The fact of the matter is these longs are likely worth several tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin. There's a lot of selling pressure built up in these longs, and it's important that we watch out for them. And guys, it's not just those levels of support I mentioned either. We're also sitting in the golden pocket, as you will well know. Right here, as you can see, this zone of support over here, it's relatively important. We're sitting above the Fibonacci levels. Bitcoin would very much do well to hold above $6,800, which is where the bottom of the Fibonacci golden pocket is. And guys, also, don't forget that long squeezes and short squeezes are relevant. A little over a year ago, on the 12th of April 2018, Bitcoin shot up 18% in the span of about 15 minutes or so. You can't see it on the 4-hourly chart here, but it happened very quickly. And if you'll notice on the shorts chart, at the exact same instant, those shorts that have been building for multiple days crashed 38%. It was a short squeeze, guys. Don't tell me long and short squeezes are not relevant. They are, and all those longs that we have built up right now could very easily become something bad. We're in a decision point, and I've said that for a while, and I'm sticking to it because it's true. We need to watch out for what Bitcoin does here for the next couple of days, how it sits and maintains these levels of support. There's some technicals that I want to show you in tomorrow's video, so watch out for that video. But for right now, just be careful and be looking for a short position because it's very possible that there's a profitable one coming in the near future. Now, with that said, I also want to mention that I think this downtrend that Bitcoin has been in for the last several months is finally coming to a close. I think we're getting close to the finale, and I think it's going to be kind of a cinematic movie finale. It's going to be climactic, and Bitcoin's going to have something crazy happen. Either we're going to fall through the floor because of all these longs, or Bitcoin's going to come down here and have a big old bounce like we saw over here a little over a month ago. Whichever one happens, I do feel like this downtrend is coming to a conclusion. If that means we have to fall off a cliff and come down to like $5,300 with the 200 weekly simple moving average, so be it. But I do feel like something big is coming, guys. I think it's something that we need to keep a close eye on, so watch out. I know I've said that 20 times in this video. I'm saying it 20 times for a good reason. Bitcoin is, as always, sitting between very strong levels of support and resistance. We have this uptrend right here, along with the 20 monthly EMA, which is sitting right around here. And then we also have this huge resistance up here. Bitcoin's getting squeezed and squeezed and squeezed and squeezed. And it's kind of hard to tell in the shorter term time frames. But if you zoom out, it becomes very apparent that we are in a longer term kind of consolidation pattern. With the volume dropping off right here, we have resistance above us, support below us, volatility is declining, a breakout is coming. Something major is coming in the next month, probably sometime in January at this point it's going to happen. But when it does, it's a major profit-taking opportunity, but it's also very dangerous if you're not in the right position and not protecting yourself, so make sure you're doing that. Now, with that all said, let's move on to the next topic of this video, which is whether or not the longs and shorts are being manipulated and whether or not they even matter. Because there's one thing that I know someone in the comment section is going to say, and I completely agree with you. Actually, there's two things I know people are going to say in the comment section. The first of which is that this longs chart represents the number of longs, not the value of the longs. Every single one of these longs could be worth $1. Frankly, I mean, that's very possible. It's more than likely that they're worth quite a bit more than that, just because most people aren't trading with the dollar, but it's very possible that these longs are not worth all that much money and that this is built up from one person trying to manipulate the market. Now, they'd have to have 20,000 different accounts to do it, but it is very possible that this is a form of manipulation and that someone's trying to build up the hype for Bitcoin, convince us that the bottom is in with all of these longs, and then start a new uptrend so that they can profit from whatever long they're in. Or, on the flip side, they might be trying to create a massive amount of longs, trigger a long squeeze, and then profit over on BitMEX with a 100x short position. There's all kinds of manipulation that can happen on the market. But please understand, most of the time when people cry manipulation, it's not actually happening. I don't have any evidence to back up what I just said. It's just a scenario. It's just a possibility. It does not mean that that is what is actually happening. And also, guys, I want to mention the actual relevancy of the Bitcoin longs and shorts. You have to understand something, guys. This is not all of the longs and shorts in the cryptocurrency markets. This is for Bitfinex. These are the ones that people pay attention to, but that doesn't mean that that's the only factors. This is a metric that we need to pay attention to, but also understand at the same time, it's not the only metric that we need to be paying attention to. There are others, and we're going to be discussing those in tomorrow's video, but for now, I did want to give you guys some information on the longs and the shorts, what it means for Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency markets, and where we might be moving from here. If all those shorts are actually worth something and they do start getting liquidated and we do have a long squeeze, we're probably going to fall relatively rapidly. If in fact they don't mean anything, then, well, they don't mean anything and the rest of the technicals take over. Guys, I'm going to continue keeping you up to date on the market as much as I possibly can over the next couple of months and on into the indefinite future on this. So if you guys did enjoy today's video, consider hitting that like button down below. It really helps out the channel. And also consider subscribing, guys. We do daily cryptocurrency analysis, and I love getting to know each and every single one of you, so go ahead and do that. Before we wrap the video on up, though, guys, I do want to mention CT2A once again. It's linked down below. There's a $40 coupon code down there. With that coupon code, you're going to be charged $159 at checkout. This course is worth over $1,000 in my opinion. The reason I don't charge that much for it is because I don't want it to be that exclusive. I want everybody to have an opportunity to go through it and learn what's in here. But at the same time, we do still have to finance the thousands of dollars a month it takes to run the CryptoJet business. This is an LLC. It is a business. There are expenses and payroll and taxes and everything. And because of that, YouTube ad revenue simply would not cover all of the expenses here. YouTube ad revenue wouldn't even pay for Taylor. It's CT2A and the first cohort that allows these videos to continue coming out and continue increasing in production value. It's because you guys invest in the channel, so I'm able to invest in the channel. Guys, there's a lot of content in here. There's 34 videos. There's over 10 hours of content covering pretty much everything you're going to need to know on cryptocurrency technical analysis. So if you guys do want to learn technical analysis on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency markets so that you can trade them for a profit no matter what the market is doing, the link is down below. So guys, that is pretty much going to wrap it up for this video. I do apologize, this video is a little bit more all over the place than it normally is. I'm feeling very weird since last time when I took that melatonin. I think it messed with my blood pressure. I don't feel very well at all. So anyway, guys, with that said, I am going to wrap the video up. I do want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching first, though. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.